foremost, Jasleen, I want to say congratulations on earning 1,600 quid for a general litigation executive at Goldman Knightley. And I hear you did it within, I would say, your first month.
Yeah.
And how did that go for you? So tell me a little bit how you started. You probably went on the lead center. There were probably a general litigation executive there. And how did you feel? Because you've got a zero recruitment experience. Am I right in saying that?
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit more. Don't be shy. You seem like a shy person, but don't be shy. Be a proper recruiter. You are a proper recruiter. You made your first billing. And so tell me, how did it go in terms of you've gone on, you've done your induction, and now what's happened? How you clicked on general litigation executive? What did you do? Did you post it on Indeed? Did you headhunt on LinkedIn? Tell me the process.
So basically what I did is I went onto the website, I went into the job lead center, and I normally post all the job roles on LinkedIn. So a lot of people were reaching out to me. So what I did was I built my connections at first, because on LinkedIn I didn't really have an account. So I managed to build it with the help of my coach and Tiber. And as I got more connections, I managed to speak to more people. So I posted that role. A few people reached out, but this one particular individual, he actually was asking if the role was still available, and I gave him more details of the role. Then I conducted a phone call with him. So mainly what I do is I post the job on LinkedIn and I reach out to every single connection that I have. So that's my method. But how I found it quite easy doing it, because I've had a lot of support with my coach and with Tiber, even though like at first I was skeptical because I didn't really know anything about recruitment. I'm normally familiar with the sales side and the customer service side. I received a lot of support, so that made it more easier for me to search for potential candidates.
Okay, then that's pretty good. And am I right in saying that then you just spec the CV forward? How was the arranging the interview and negotiating the salaries? How did that go for you?
So I conducted a phone call with them, and I just asked them a couple of questions about his experience. I asked him his salary expectation, and his salary expectations were quite high. However, that was negotiated with the law firm. What the law firm said was, if you stay in this job for quite a while, like the more you develop experience, the more they would boost the salary. So he was completely fine with that. So that's how the salary was negotiated.
Okay, then. Now, let's just say now they've offered the position and he's accepted. How did that make you feel? Because that's generally quite a good buzz in relation to when you made your first placement. I'm guessing Tabor gave you a call saying that the client's accepted the offer. You're probably on the other side saying the candidate's accepted the offer. Now, once the deal had gone through, how did that make you feel? Because it's a bit of a buzz. I mean, I still get goosebumps when I make placements. Not that I make any more placements, to be honest. But you do all the placements, to be honest. So tell me a little bit more about that buzz of making 1,600 quid, if you know where I'm coming from.
Yeah, I was really excited. So how it happened, how I found out was Tiber made a call with me and my coach. And at first I was like, oh, like, what have I done? But then she was like, I've got good news for you. And then she said the good news, and I was just excited. And I think the more you make your first placement or many placements, you just want to continue making more and more. Then you have like a drive for it, because once you've made that first placement, you get really excited, then you want more and more and more. So that's how I felt. I felt really excited. I was really happy with it. And yeah, I was just grateful for all the support.
And how old are you, by the way, Jasleen? I don't want to put you on the spot, but I hear you're 18. Am I right in saying that?
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah, wow, okay. Because I forgot Tabor mentioned that to me a long time ago, when you first started saying that we've got an 18-year-old and she's as good as Raheem, who's 17. But I want you to be as good as Elliot, on high recruitment. He was 18 when he first started with us. So okay then, awesome. That is pretty awesome. Now you've made your first placement. Now, what have you been doing? Because since your first placement, I think it's been about 2 weeks ago, wasn't it? What have you been doing? Because we've put a shed load of new jobs up. I think that we've got 4 or 5 clients in just in the last week or two. So, are you looking at them jobs? Have you got any interviews lined up? Have you expect any CVs across?
Yeah. Yeah, so one of the job roles was a graphic designer role. So I reached out to an individual and I was speaking to her. She sent me a CV. I'm supposed to be making a phone call with her today. So hopefully that goes well. So hopefully I put in a CV for that, a spec a CV for that. I also had a CV yesterday for one of the jobs in the legal field. So far, all I've been doing is posting out like the new jobs, reaching out to new connections. But so far, I've sent a CV yesterday for a legal sector role, and today I have a phone call for the new role, which is a graphic designer role.
Okay, then, to be honest, you've got a lot to be proud of yourself, because it's not recruitment's not as straightforward as people make it out to be, and you've grasped it pretty quickly within a month, and within the next month, it seems like you've got at least another 3-4 grand maneuvering around in the pipeline. So from myself, a massive well done. Let's carry on making more placements. That's what the platform's there for. Let's carry on making more money. That's the most important thing.